This look is so flattering for me. I am 40 now, fixing to be 41, and I love this quick, simple look. I know that to me, this is not a lot of makeup. Like, it was a very fast 20-minute routine. But if you're used to just walking out the door, it may be a bit much for you. But for me, this has worked really well. I don't have any eyeshadow on. I don't have any eyebrows. This is my brows with a little bit of brow gel. And it's quick and easy for me. And if you like this look and you just want to hear me blab about random things this week, then make sure that you stay to watch the video. I'm also going to give you guys my new weight loss. I weighed in this morning and I was so happy, like so happy. If you've been following my weight loss journey, you know it's a struggle. And so any loss on the scale is a win. And I'm happy because I did it. I finally broke from the 199 and I talk all about that in the video. So if you ready just to relax, grab a cup of coffee. I got my black coffee with Skinny Girl so that I'm not breaking my fast. I know some of you are going to say you're still breaking your fast because you're not just drinking water, but it's okay. I'm not that like rigorous about it. I'm okay with drinking black coffee or chewing a piece of gum. Like, I don't feel that that's going to mess up my plan, and it didn't. It worked for me this week. So anyways, you guys see, there I am rambling again. Let's get started. Hello, my loves. It is Chrissy G. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're back, welcome back. So I wanted to do a quick get ready with me. I'm going to go get my nails done today and then also go buy some more foundation so that I can get more moisturizer. But anyways, I wanted to do this video today, two reasons. One, because I haven't done a makeup get ready with me in a while. And for two, because I have some things that I wanted to share that I don't want to wait till Wednesday or Monday or whatever day it is that I have to post. Let's start with the foundation. And if you guys know, I am a huge fan of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So it was a rough week for me because if you guys are following my journey, you know that I started back on my weight loss journey because I really want to focus on losing some weight before I get going to Costa Rica. And if you're not following my journey, you should really consider following my journey, just because. You should go ahead and subscribe now before you forget. If you all know, I'm really like motivated again because I'm going to Costa Rica and I'm super excited. It was a rough week for me, but I'm going to talk more details in the actual Weight Loss Wednesday video. But I just wanted to give you guys an update because today I jumped on the scale and I lost weight, you guys. I lost weight and I'm so excited. I will tell you how much in a minute, but I've got to have a reason to keep you here longer. So we'll tell you that in a minute. This makeup routine has been my go-to. I feel like now that I'm 40, less is more. So don't get me wrong. I still love a natural smoky eye and eyebrows and the whole 9 yards. But I feel like for day to day, this actually looks more flattering on my skin now. Yes, I use my fingers, I know, to put on my foundation still. But honestly, you guys, I feel like using a makeup brush to do this, not to get me wrong, because I have this foundation brush and it actually works very well. And I usually use this just for my concealer though, because I'm just old school like that and I still do my foundation with my fingers. I just microderm, or what do you call that when you shave your face with with one of these things? I just did that, and so my face is like extra sticky right now. Like, everything's just sticking to it. I've been doing my makeup like this for day to day, just more often, because I feel like for my age now, it's more flattering, like less is more. And even though for some of y'all are still going to feel like you're still putting on a ton of makeup, but I'm really not compared to, and this routine takes 10 to 15 minutes. So, well, I wouldn't say 10, more like 15 to 20. And honestly, if you're not used to doing this every day like I am, it'll probably take you 25 minutes or so to do. But it's been my absolute go-to here recently for work because it's quick and easy and I can just run out the door. And I know, like I said, it looks like a lot, but to me, it's not. I did a lot this week. I maintained my room. It's still clean. Look, there's no piles of clothes. Everything's still hanging. I thought it was the cutest thing that somebody left me a comment and said, "Oh my God, your room is still clean in the background." And I thought it was the sweetest thing because that meant she actually watched my video about how I struggle to organize and keep things clean. But then she noticed it on my future videos. And this is why I've been able to record for you guys again, because I don't have to hide my room. I don't have to angle it in a way where you can't see the pile of mess in the background. So it's worked out really well. I talked all about it with my therapist. You see, guys, it's like really fast. We're 5 minutes in, but I'm talking and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So it's taking me longer than usual. But literally I just still brighten the areas that need to be brightened. I kind of contour the areas that need slimming. We blend out and use your favorite concealer. I love the one I use, the Tarte. It's like super popular, but for a reason, because it does work really well. And like I said, this brush I absolutely love. And it's not a commercial. I will leave the link for you guys in case you want to look into it or get it for yourselves. But you are able to do everything with this one brush, which is what I love. And it's just so smooth. I don't know. I've used other brushes and I'm not a brush girly. Like usually for my concealer, I do use a brush. This is a full face brush, but it works so well to do this. So I use it. I have a hair. Well, I know I look crazy right now, but it'll get better, I promise. I don't like to put eyeshadow on my lids, so I try to avoid putting foundation on there at all because I actually like my natural dark eyelids. They work well for me for this case. I guess I should be looking on this side of the mirror so I don't look like I'm looking away from y'all all the time. Anyway, one of my other friends on YouTube let me know that I had the wrong setting on my mic, and I listened and I changed the setting today, so I hope that the sound is better. I'm trying to do little things to make our experience more enjoyable. And another reason why it became hard for me to do content, you guys, on top of the disorganization that I have, is because I didn't realize that it's so hard for me to organize my thoughts. And I go to record videos for you guys all the time, and you'll notice it on this video now, but because I'm talking about it, I'm kind of all over the place with my thoughts all the time. And I have a ton of great things going on in my head and things that I want to talk about. And I will literally do an entire video at a time in my head. And I will talk about everything that I want to say on that video. And I will play out the video in my head and how I want to do it and where I want to do it. And then it just all over the place. And when I go back to edit the video, I get overwhelmed because I'm like, oh, I should have said this here or that. I went off topic there. And that's another reason why I've been struggling to, and I feel like it's getting worse with age. Like I don't feel I was this like in my brain all the time. And maybe now that I've identified it and now that I see it, you know, kind of like when you say you want a certain car and then all of a sudden you see that car everywhere and you're like, is everybody buying Honda Civics all of a sudden? Because now that I want it, I see it everywhere. Or like when I wanted a Camaro, all of a sudden I saw Camaros everywhere. Or, you know, just when I feel like maybe that's what's happening. Like I finally realized that this is happening. So now I catch it all the time. Now I realize like, oh, why am I still thinking about that? Or, you know, just that. I'm fasting, so it got cold already. I'm drinking cold coffee with Skinny Girl. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Let's get back to this makeup since. So you see, I can use this brush to easily blend out everything. And I did this with my finger, but I could use it for this too because it has a flat edge. So that's usually the side that I'll use for contouring. And then the flatter side I use for everything else. But this makeup routine, like I said, is really fast and it's not a whole lot of fuss. This has been my favorite blush. And I use another BK for this because it's a very small, like this is what I used to use for blush. Look at the size difference. This takes up so much space that it's not, I want it very concise in the area, but I do use that one for my contour. So I do add a little bit. And this palette, you guys, it's so cheap. I get it on Amazon and it's like $11 to $13 depending on if I can find it on sale or not. And it is one of my absolute favorites because it has everything I need in the one palette. And I'm able to use every color in here except this peach color. I'm an olive tone girly. So the powder that it has in here for all over is olive. It has like an olivey undertone. But yeah, so I use every single color except that peach color. And I get it on Amazon. Like I said, for like $13, you guys. And I love it. So I will go in and contour really quick the areas that I put the cream because I just kind of want to seal in that contouring. So that's why it's hard for me because it's hard for me to stay on track with my conversations with you guys. And I know I should be writing down, but again, like when I'm writing things down, I have a hard time like organizing it ain't there also. And then I have to be like, okay, talk about this here and talk about this over here. We haven't looked into medication just yet either. It's not something that I'm rushing into, but sometimes I feel like, would it make a difference? And am I wasting time not doing the medication? I don't know. So this is the blush that I use. It's one from Mario and I love it. It's so bright and look how pretty, you guys. So I do all this before blending this out, because if I go too heavy on it, then when I blend out that rest of that concealer, it helps blend it back down. Like it helps tone it down a little bit, because I tend to go a little bit heavy with blush because I love blush. I feel like blush gives you that youthful glow, like it brightens up your face, and I don't know, I just love blush. So I tend to go heavy on it, even though I know not to, but I like it. So anyways, and then of course the girls are putting it on their nose nowadays, and I actually think it's cute. So I do it too, because it helps keep you youthful. And you know, we're going to be 41 here pretty soon. So, and I don't have any Botox in my face right now. I know I get Botox done, but I only do it like once or twice a year because it's so expensive. But how can you tell if people don't have Botox? Because if you frown and your lines come back, you see all my lines in my face. That means, see, like I get that one line. That means the Botox is gone. You need more. And typically you don't want to let it run out because you want to maintain it and avoid the lines. But yeah, we're trying not to do Botox more than once or twice a year right now. And I'm okay with that right now. Like, I don't feel like I need it more often. I think I've been blessed with good genes, to be honest, although I do religiously moisturize my face. And honestly, I think that's one of the biggest reasons. I don't know. Maybe I look my age. Maybe I look younger. Maybe to some I look older. I don't know. Oh, I did promise I would let you guys know how much I weigh. I wasn't lying about that. So I weighed in this morning and I was 195.8. So I started at 199 point some change and I was 195 this week. So I was so happy. So I'm going to talk about how and everything that I did on my next Weight Loss Wednesday video. Which, by the way, you guys, for my Chrissy fans out there that follow my videos, do you guys want me to do that live on Wednesday? I totally can do that. We can go live and talk about it. Or do you guys just prefer me doing a video? Because even when I do the live video, it'll still record it and it'll play it later. It's just you're not catching it live as the conversation is happening. But it will be there for later. So now I go back with the light to both of the light colors, and I go in and highlight everything on my face that I did with the concealer. And then I take that olive tony color. Well, I say it's olive because it goes really good with my skin, and then I put that with the highlighter color. I mix the two together and it's like perfect to do this part, the sealing of the foundation. So you see, guys, this is why I love this palette. It's like a one-stop shop, and who doesn't love that? And it's cheap and it's good. Like, I don't have to reapply it all day, which I love. But I don't sweat a lot, you guys. You know, I feel like I'm one of those, honestly, like a unicorn. Like, I don't have to reapply anything throughout the day, and at the end of the night I'm glowing a little bit, but it looks pretty. Like, it's a pretty, like, I'm not super oily, so, and I don't use anything special. Like, sometimes I will, like, I'll use products that help you keep your makeup on longer or whatever, but honestly, I don't feel like I need them. I just think that I have extra security. I know if you sweat a lot or if you're very oily, like, obviously it's not going to have the same effect. So you see how it really turned down my blush. So I'm going to go back and add some to just bring it back a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I like it here too. So my son just came in here and told me, "Hey mom, did you know Marilyn Monroe used to put perfume on her ankles and the back of her knees? And she used to use 5 different red shades of lipstick to get the perfect red." And I'm like, remember, my son's 8 years old. Obviously, he probably saw this on TikTok or something. And I'm like, "Baby, do you know why she put perfume behind her knees and her ankles?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, baby. Crazy girl, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, But he was more surprised about the 5 shades of lipstick that she wore, red lipstick. And he knows I'm a makeup girly, so he comes and tells me those kind of things, and I love it. For my eyebrows, I literally just go in and brush them out with this Maybelline. I love this. I just recently bought the Anastasia one, which is triple the price, I think, and I was not impressed at all. I don't know why. Sometimes I think that if I pay more for something, it's better. Yes, in a lot of cases that is the case, especially with like fabrics and whatnot. I am adamant about doing that sometimes. Like, oh, this one's going to be better. It's going to have a better application, and to be honest, you guys, no. This is my true and faithful, and I love it because I can just go in here and comb my brows how I want them. They stay in place the rest of the day. It gives them just enough color so that you can see my eyebrows, but not too much where it's like overpowering, because I'm doing a very simple look. So, well, simple to me. For some of y'all probably like, that is a lot of makeup, girl. That is still a full face of makeup. And I'm like,
not that much makeup.
But it really isn't. Well, to my standard. Now I'm going to go in and with my Patrick Ta palette, and I'm going to go in with one of the warm colors and literally just add a little bit of warmth under my eyelash so that I don't look like a crazy pale monster. You see how this side, like, it's very undefined, like it looks just really pale. So literally I would just go in here with a little bit of this brown like that, and it's a warm color, and on both sides, and that's it. That's all the eyeshadow. Well, I'm lying. I use a little bit of highlight. I'll show you in a minute. But, oh, that's what I get for trying to do my makeup on camera instead of in the mirror. I just got an eyeball full of dust. Eyeshadow dust. Okay. So we literally do this. And then I will take, good God, some highlight and put it in my inner corner. Just to brighten up. See the difference? Just to brighten up the eye a little bit. And then I take that same highlight and put some on the bridge right here and going up the forehead just to give you, again, that glowy look. And a little bit on the tip of the nose. That's it. That's it. Simple. Okay. So now the only thing left to do is to put eyelashes, and we're done. That's the look. Oh, you know what, you guys? I do like adding a little bit of that. Yes, I did just lick my brush. I like adding a little bit of dark color right here where my pupil sits. Like if I look straight. Why is that so dark? If I look straight, I feel like it gives me like a doughy eye look. And then I add some to the top where my pupil is at. This is usually like when I'm looking straight, this is where my pupil's at. And so I like adding just a little bit there and here. And I feel, I could be crazy, but I feel like it gives the illusion of a bigger doughy looking eye. Like, you know, I don't know. Does that make sense? So you have to look straight into the mirror. Make sure that you do it where you would typically be looking straight all the time, because usually that's the location of your eye. And this does not, there's no special technique to this, even though I'm a makeup artist and obviously like, but for my people who don't do makeup all the time, like this is such a simple, like you splotch some color. And of course I'm using a dark brown because I have dark brown eyes, but you could easily use a dark blue or a dark green if you had green eyes. And so that's it. Like that's it for this look. And now we're going to put lashes on. Lashes make such a huge difference. Everybody always asks me where I get these lashes. I get them like at a big beauty supply that I have local. And I'm sure you can too. I'm sure if you have like big beauty supplies in your, not Sally's. Sally's has a very small selection. They have a good selection, but it's a very small one and you won't find these there. So we're going to curl our lashes just a little bit to help them blend into our, oh God, the dogs are going crazy. Then the bottom lash line. Look what a huge difference like every little step does. Whew. What happened there? That was a big blob of mascara. Okay. You know how hard it is to master the knot? It doesn't even work. It doesn't do anything. It's just habit. So we've got mascara on. It makes such a huge difference to put on lashes. Let's do the other one. I know I make it look easy, but it's not. It's every day is a different struggle when you put on eyelashes. Every day. And it's the same eyelashes. Like, I wear these for almost a week or two straight. This is literally the look, and I will usually stain. I don't have a lip stain with me right now, but like I literally sometimes, ooh. Do you see how easily you can stain your lips, you guys? You do not have to buy a lip stain. Those are the tips of a makeup artist that nobody shares. Like, nobody tells you that you could use eyeshadow as blush or highlight, or you can use blush as eyeshadow, or you can use lipstick as a stain. That was a matte lipstick, and I just used it as a lip stain, you guys, and see how it's staying in place because it stains your skin because it's a bright color. So see, it would have literally took me, if I wasn't sitting here yapping my mouth, it would have took me 20 minutes to get that done. And I love this routine because I don't have, it's low maintenance eyebrows, no eyeshadow. I did not put eyeshadow on at all except for the little bit of highlight and the underneath the eye. But outside of that, like, I don't have any eyeshadow on. It's super quick, easy routine. And you still look polished and put together. So I don't feel frumpy when I leave the house. So this is usually my everyday work makeup because we don't need to be. But don't get me wrong, some days I feel like going all out and I walk in with a smoky eye and I don't care because I'm a makeup artist, so I don't feel self-conscious walking around with a full face of makeup. This has been sufficient for me. It's time friendly, so I can do it quickly in the mornings, get dressed and go.